Hello, everyone. It's Amy. Thank you for stopping by today. I am going to be um, working in my new mini journal that I've created, and I will share my progress up to this point. And I'm also going to be sharing my other journal flip through. I think my previous video, I needed to take the signatures out and resew them, and I think I made a larger spine, a larger journal. I can't remember, but I will do a flip through in this video for this one, just a quick one, and then a little bit of a flip through in this new one. But the main thing is, if you stay towards the end of the video, I will be creating this page with the little tags. And so I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks to everybody who subscribed. And don't forget, if you follow the Ko-Fi link in the description below, there's some free printables there. I'm going to be adding some more probably this week. And if you will, let me know if there's something there if there's nothing there that you really like. Tell me what you like. Tell me some ideas of printables that you would like to see. All right, thank you and enjoy the video. Journaling, thank you for joining me today. I left off, it's been a while since I made a video, and I left off my last video that I had decided to redo my signatures. And so I've already completed that, and I've pretty much filled up this junk journal. And I've created a clasp for it also. And so I wanted to make a video today because I'm going to be working in a new journal that I started. But I thought I would show you this one that I was working in my previous video. So this is how thick she ended up being. I eventually just had to quit working in it because it was getting ridiculously thick. And so I did put a clasp on it with a little bit of seam binding. I just colored the seam binding with some distress ink and added this chain and lobster clasp with the chain hook behind this front panel. It was really easy to do. I also added 2 chain links just in case. And this particular chain, I think I got it at Michael's. These links, you can open them up and you could add more to it if you needed to. So, but I don't think I'm going to be putting any more in this journal. I think it's pretty much done. So we'll just look through it real quick. It's kind of bowed too here, and I'm not sure. Maybe I put too much glue or something, but there's obviously still things that need to be done to it. There's a lot of pockets that need to be filling. There's a string here that needs to be added. But it's completed, it's finished, and I think for the most part, I may come back later and do more in here if I'm really, really bored. Oh, but yeah, it's really full, and I need to glue that down more because that's getting, let's see, yeah, I'll just stick it in there. This is another pocket with just a journaling card. This is actually a resin button that I made, and I just distress inked some little doilies. I think I got these little cloth doilies at the Dollar Tree. And so I just decorated some pages. There's some writing space. This is a little envelope. I'm sure you guys have seen these. I wanted to make one. Just another journaling card with some writing space inside. And then I just used hem tape for the closure. This is a little hard to look at because it's so full. I'm just going to kind of speed through it because there's a lot here. And I think I've shown a lot of this already. There's just an envelope with some distress ink paper that I did for writing space. Oh no, this is a vintage letter that I distress inked. This is another little envelope with some more writing space. I think this journal ended up having, this is a pocket. You could put something back there. All right, let's see if I can sit this up. There we go. I'm going to put a tag in there. And that's just a little rubber stamp that I made with some hot glue. My hot glue gun. This is just another little like fold out note thing that has some extra writings areas in it that I've decorated with some thinlit dies cutouts. There's more writing space. More writing space. This is a hidden paper clip that I made. It's not finished, but it holds this card in. This photograph. I think this is part of the Tim Holtz cabinet card collection that you can buy. It comes in a pack with a whole bunch of different photos. And I just love this photo of this girl and her dog. This is another little resin button that I made. This is a homemade tag. This is just another pocket that I put some lace over it. And I think this is more writing space. Oh, I think this is a vintage or antique French letter document. Faux, not real. This is a pocket that I made too close, but I didn't want to damage this cutout that I used to place some paper behind it. So it'll probably just stay like that. I might be able to fix it to where, but I probably won't do any more to it. This is just a pocket with some tags that I made using distress ink. A little bit of hem tape, seam binding, and some printables. This is just another little writing card with a tuck space that I made out of a paper doily and some cheesecloth. Another little writing card on the other side. Paper doily, it needs more gluing. I'm sure I've shown this before. It's just another little fold out. It has a tag for writing space. Really didn't want this to be a really long video showing. This is just a cabinet card that I decorated a page and put some embroidery that I did on linen. It's just some watercolor that I've done and another hidden paper clip in case I want to tuck something in there. This is a flip up that I made with an envelope that has more writing space. Just a blank piece of paper. You just tuck that under there. And then that tucks behind a little label cutout that I use with thin dies, or made from thin dies. This is just a decorated page. This is this is a belly band? No, it's just a pocket with some tags and more writing space. I really made this too thick. My goal in this next video, I put some lace here on the side too. sewed that on there. I used this rough cord, I forget what it's called, burlap cord. There's a little bit of lace. I think that's on a tag on this side. This is just a tuck spot. And a tag that I made out of just using Distress Oxides and Distress ink. There's another one with a little tuck spot. This is a rub-on that I put onto some cotton fabric. I wanted to see if that would work, and it did. And these are little jewels that I got at Hobby Lobby. They're just little stick-ons, little half pearls. This is like one of the first belly bands that I ever made. And I just used some fussy cut items and glued them onto just a strip of paper that I was going to use as a tag. It was too skinny to use as a tag, so some writing space, a little tuck spot with some more, like another card that I designed. I think I used Distress ink to make that. It's just another little pocket with a couple of tags that I made with Distress ink. I used a lot of Distress ink in this journal. Some more ribbon that I sewed on there. This is a digital that I created. I really love the colors in that and the flourishes. It's just more writing space. This is just a little flip out made out of one of those short envelopes. And I made some tags out of some of those smaller cabinet cards, which I thought was a really cute idea. You can also use these as dangles if you wanted to somewhere in your journal. More writing space, just a decorated page. Here's a lot of the cabinet cards that I just clipped out of thinlit dies and just made little tags, and then I just made a little slot and pasted it onto a page for those just have a place to live. Some more writing space, another pocket with a writing card that I decorated. So I'm using more Distress Oxides. I was practicing how to make it look like water droplets. This is just a tuck spot that I made. There's nothing in there. A little key charm. Just a blank envelope. This is what I used to make that little small flip out. Here's somewhere. It's the one I just showed not too long ago. Right here. This is what I used. And I think I got this pack from the Dollar Tree. Just some more printables that I designed. Another belly band that I made with a little, I took some lace and sewed this flower. This is actually some blooms that I dry pressed from our nectarine tree and some type of Japanese decorative tree. Their blooms were so pretty this year. These are some thinlit die cutouts that I made. It's just a piece of paper that I wanted to see how soft I could get it. I just wadding it up over and over again. It's another resin charm that I made. And this is another one of those cabinet cards. This is one of the cutout flowers that I was making. I just used the negative to create these pages, but that's the actual cutout. This is the negative from this one. And then this has like a little fold out. It has just some writing space, a card with writing space and more writing space. Some resin buttons that I made and sewed those on with embroidery thread, writing space. These are circles that I sewed together to make this design. This is actually, these are supposed to be open too. forms like a neat looking little flower. Just another pocket with another card with writing space. More of that digital print that I designed. Just another card. And that's all of her. And so, yeah, I was pretty much ready to move along and take what I had learned from making this one and incorporate it into my next journal, which is, this one was pink, mostly pinks, and there's some blue in there. And then I created this one, and a lot of it's blue. It's going to be blue and green, and a lot of these pages are watercolor. So I was going through a watercolor thing. I love to watercolor. And so I'm finding it really difficult to decorate these pages because I feel like some of the watercolor that I did in here, I did a really good job. But there are some pages in here that I need to, that I can decorate. I used the same idea for a closure on this one. The only thing that I did different is I colored some fuzzy cord. It's kind of, I don't know what it's called. It's like a chenille rope type trim that you can buy. And I'd used distress inks to color it and this lace. And I just glued those down behind the back cover using the same idea as the other journal. And so just inside the front, there is this little slider that I was watching Sarah Lee Armstrong tutorial, and I just made it miniature. And each one of these has a little tag in it with some writing space. And then you can, in her tutorial, she had like a little pulley thing. I just, since this is a hard resin button, I can just move it with my fingers. Just more of the writing space. This is my flower cutout that I used from a new die that I got from, it's Tim Holt. And this die, you can actually cut fabric out with it. It's just really cool. This is a page that I was having trouble decorating because I love how that rose turned out. But a lot of these pages are watercolor. This is one of those blooms that I tried to tea dye, but the bloom wouldn't take up the color. It's just some cards that I made. I'm trying to improve on my tag making. Doing a little extra decorating on my tags. Just some lace and writing space. It's another one of the cutouts from that new die that I got. These are stamps from Paper Artsy, I think, or Eclectic. I can't remember, but her name is Allison Balmer. She designed the stamps, and I just love them. The umbles. Just a tag that I watercolored and used some stamps and distress ink. This is watercolor that I did. More watercolor. This is a cabinet card, and this opens, and it has, I still need to put something in here. It's just an accordion like pocket thing. And this is the last thing that I've done so far, is I made this belly band with some stickers that I created and distress ink. So the rest of these pages are just pages that I decorated with distress ink. I'm not finished with this page. This is a watercolor I did. The rest of the pages are pretty much just distress inked Here's another pocket I made. And some more watercolor. And one of my butterflies that I created. Sticker. More watercolor. More watercolor. But yeah, so I thought today in this video that I would work on decorating this page. And I had in mind that I wanted to make another one of those slot things to go on here. So I'm just going to need to gather up my supplies and then I will be back. Okay. I have my paper cut out. I had purchased some Tim Holtz 12 by 12 double-sided paper from Simon Says Stamps. And I want to integrate some brown into this journal. So like the music paper has some browns. This page has brown. And so I thought this would make really cute. This would be really cute to use here. I already measured it out. So it's going to be about that size in my journal. So whatever size journal your whatever size page, you can make it whatever size you want. And so I just made it to where it had a little bit of an edge so you could see the background paper. This is part of a calendar, an old calendar that my son gave me. I was like, oh, I could probably use that in junk journaling. And so I actually added some distress ink, and I think this is broken china. And then I added a thinlit die cutout of lace at the top. So I think I'm just going to put a couple of slits in this one, and I'm just going to eyeball it. I think I would like to have one about right here. And all I need to do is draw a line. Probably going to leave about 3/4 of an inch from the edge. And then I'm going to come down so the ticket or the tag or whatever will slide in. And then I can glue it about right there. And then that's going to give me that much more room for the next one. So that's going to be about right. I'm probably getting my lines a little bit crooked. That's okay. I'll take a look at it. It looks okay. And I'm going to use my handheld crocodile. You could use a hole punch. If you don't have one of these, you can use a hole punch. The hole punch is just going to leave a little bit bigger hole, which is fine, and it looks fine. I'm just choosing to use this one because this smaller one makes a smaller hole. And I'm just going to stamp a hole on each end of this line. Turn it over. Probably should have my glasses on so I can see better where it's at. And then I'll put one on this end. I'm trying to get it about the same distance from the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect. I want these holes to line up, but they're not. They're not lining up. I could probably bring it in a little bit. I really should have my glasses on. It's okay. Good enough, good enough. And so now all I need to do is grab my ruler and my blade cutter, and I'm just going to cut I'm going to line my ruler up with almost the top of those holes and then just trim. There are thinlet dies that you can get. I think Tim Holtz has some that will cut this automatically for you. I think I have one somewhere. I like making them myself because it's fun. And then that little piece will just pop out. Maybe I need to trim it some more. This little opening is going to give your whatever you're going to be putting down in there. Whoop, it's going to give it a little bit of room to work. And so it'll end up looking like that. And you can see the size of the piece that I cut out. Like a 1/16 of an inch width. I think I need to trim my blade. I think it's getting a little dull. And there's that one. And so probably just have it in there like that. So I'm going to ink it up real quick. One thing I didn't get is my inks. I think I use walnut stain. It's one of my newest ones. I don't think I'll round the corners though. Sometimes I will use color to distress the edges. I was just thinking, do I want to use a blue? Maybe a blue like broken china to distress it, but I think this will look good. And then I'll just try to ink that little slot there. And just open it and slide that foam along there. I could do some stamping later after I get it in there. It could use some stamping. So now all I need to do is glue it in there. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure I definitely need to glue it on the sides and the bottom, as close to the edge as I can. But I need to glue it at the top of this one and the top of this one. So the sides, the top, the bottom, the top of these slots. And I'm just going to put a real fine line around the outside. And then just a little bit along the top of these lines. Yep, okay. And then I think I'm going to center it. Okay, and so I have some scraps. So that's the way that one would look. And then that one. I could use the scrap on the other side for in here. That would actually look pretty, I think. Let's see, what else do I have? I have quite a few little, this is a printout that I did, but that's the other journal. I didn't want to bring any red roses into this one. I could use these green little tags. Let's see, what do I have? This is more of the Tim Holtz paper. I could use that. Maybe I'll use that. Let's see what's the other side. No, maybe not. What do I have? Oh, there's some already made. That would be the perfect size too. That's cute. Here's some distress ink paper that I did. This one's got red in it. I don't really want to use red in this journal. I'm trying to avoid it. I like red. I don't have a problem with it. Let's see. Here's a really cool tag that I made. I didn't do anything with. That's kind of cool. I kind of wanted to make, I have these cards too that came in a bundle of Tim Holtz ephemera. That would be too big. There's another tag that I need to do something with. Those are all too big. This is one that I made out of just a printable. That's got red in it. Probably should use that one. Let's see, what else do I have? There's a master board that I made. I could cut some out of this. It's got pink on it. I have another one. Well, it doesn't have anything on the back though. It's got some greens. I think what I will do, well, that's like a little card. That's really cute. I think I'll just use these little tags in here for now. Oh, it's kind of long. It's not wanting to fit in there very well. I think that looks cute. I like the brown flower in that one. I made these tags a long, long time ago. It's funny how sometimes you just hold on to things and later on they work perfectly in something else. So really all I would need to do is add some decorative string or something in each one. This one looks like the hole needs to be punched out. And I may have some string. That's not pink. Here's some embroidery thread. Oh, that would be pretty. Go use that. And get the knots out of it. I'll just trim that off. Let's see my scissors. These tags could obviously use some stamping. I've already inked them, so that's good. So maybe I'll double the string. Give it a little pizzazz. So I'll just sew double it and then double it again. And I can never remember if I'm supposed to go through the front or the back. Doesn't really matter. But then pull those strings through there. And then tighten it. Very nice. And then I can just take my scissors and trim that other string. Just make them all even. I could put a little bit of glue there too to make sure that string doesn't come loose. That's cute. Let's see, what else do I have? I have this white seam binding. That might be too big. Let's see, what else do I have? Here's more of that green string, but it's too big too. Or trim, sorry. Oh, there's more embroidery thread. It's a little bit darker. This is 6 strands altogether. I think this is actually the white crochet thread that I colored. This is actually embroidery thread. We could separate those strings. There, make it a little. Oh, that's cute. This one, I need to repunch the hole in that one. I could put an eyelet in this. This one, I think I'm going to use more thread. What do you like to put in the top of your tags? Do you like to use eyelets on all of them? Let's go through the back and see how that looks. That's cute too. Oh, I like adding more thread. That's fun. That's as far down as that one's gonna go. And we just need to add some to this. I have some bigger lace that I could just, I feel like that would tear the card though. I don't want to damage it. This is smaller. it's kind of thick. Oh, here's some pretty gold. I didn't think about putting gold in here. Yeah, it's kind of wide too, but I want to try it. These are always the hardest to get that plastic off of. And really rough too, so just kind of tear into it. I think I got this at a yard sale. It doesn't have wire in it, it's just really stiff. It's pretty though. I like using gold accents, but I don't use a lot. Just every now and then. Yeah, I think, what did I go through? I went through the front. Let me go through the back, because I don't like the way that looks. This is relatively thin too, so. Although it's stiff, it's not like hard to work with. It's actually really nice. Nice trim. I don't know. I think that looks okay. I'm going to trim a little bit of it. There. Maybe I should 45-degree the ends. Scissors aren't very sharp. There. This definitely needs something. Let me see. I think I have a cute butterfly sticker would work. Let's see what I have here. These may be too big. These are smaller. Let's see, we're working on this one. That's a cute blue butterfly. Not very big though. This is a sticker set. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's by Paper Studio. Ooh, orange would be pretty. Contrast. And it just has all the different color. Ooh, yellow would be pretty too. Yeah, different colors, the fifth of them right. Oh, I like this moth. I think I'll stick him in there. Is he gonna show up? Maybe I need to put some greenery behind him. Let's do this lighter color. Greener. Oh, this leaf. Oh, it's going to show up quite well. With the leaf there, and then the butterfly. Oh, I had to get him off there again. I love these little stickers. No, it's okay. I didn't even get him on the card. feel like it needs something more. There's some mushrooms. Let's see what other colors are in here. Put this blue rose in there. Butterflies love flowers. There, that's cute. That's better. That looks a lot better. Very cute. And that pretty much fills it up. This one needs something more too. Maybe I'll do that one later. There, that turned out pretty nice. I could put like a label here. I actually have some sticker labels right here that I made. Which one would look good? Oh, this one definitely. Oh, I should distress it. Oh, I could put some cheesecloth behind it too. But what about a piece of lace? It's going to be too thick. Here's some string. Could just add some string behind it maybe. Yeah, that's not working. What I need to do is take the string off, stick this to some hard cardstock like this. And then trim that out. If I could see what I'm doing. Very good. I'll go ahead and just truss the edges. It's funny how you never know where it's gonna take you. You have an idea to do something. I actually bought me a new bottle of Fabri-Tac the other day. I should be using that. See, anytime I use anything that's like fabric, or I like to use my Fabri-Tac. Let me go ahead and grab that. Actually, I still have some left in my older bottle. I mean, that's going to work fine, but I got to stick this tag down. Or label. Get it right, Amy. Oh gosh, that looks so cute. And then I have some word stickers from Tim Holtz. It's just a matter of oh, this is cute. I think this is the one I'm going to use. It says a very little cottage. I want to distress it a little bit. Hope you can still read it. A very little cottage. There it is. How cute. And I could put some more stuff behind this, but I think it's good for now. Okay, well, I hope you liked this video. I hope that you found some inspiration for your journal. And probably need to glue that. I think it's too wide to use for this tag. So, do I want to use that? What do I want to do? What? I think I'm just going to clip some of this off. What did I do with the glue? Oh, it's spilling out. Oh, look at that big bubble. Put some on there. It's getting low, so I'm just being really careless with it. And I can add one of these cute little beads to it. Let's use the dark brown one. Haven't used one of those yet. I'll put it where the hole is. There, it just needs to dry. I like that. That's cute. And we'll put it in the front because I need to decorate this one. There. That's a little different than it was, but I need to come up with some better ideas for decorating the tops of my tags. But I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you did find some inspiration. Remember, if you follow the Ko-fi link, I have some free printables there that you're welcome to. And thank you so much for watching my video. And if you're not a subscriber, maybe you'll consider subscribing, and so you'll know when I upload a new video. Alrighty, thank you so much for being with me today and crafting along with me today. And I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Okay, thank you so much. See you later.